गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्री गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। स्मृति पुराणम् करुणालयम् भगवत्पादशङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम्। ओम भद्रं ददातु ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवैदं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम गणपतिर्वशीर्षं व्याख्यास्यामः। ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं बुद्धं भस्मि सत्यं भस्मि अवत्वं माम् अवभक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधारम् अवधारम् अवानूयानवशिष्यम् अवभक्षात्तारम् अवपुरस्तात् अवोद्धरत् अवदक्षिणात् अवशोद्धात् सर्वतोभाविभाविमन्दात् ब्रह्माण्डमयं चिन्मयः त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाभिधीयोऽसि त्वं ब्रह्मक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं तत्रो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं तत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेषति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रच्छेदि त्वं भूम्याभो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारिवाः पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयाधीनः त्वं नमस्तात्रयाधीनः त्वं देहत्रयाधीनः त्वं कालत्रयाधीनः त्वं भूताधारस्थितिलोनित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः वायुर्यो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वं इन्द्रस्त्वं अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूतसुवरों गणादिं प्रमुच्चार्य वन्दादिं सर्वनन्दनं अनुस्वारपरम् अद्येन्द्रयं दारेण रुद्रं वेदतमनुस्वरूपं गणापूर्वरूपं अगारोमभ्यमरूपं अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुद्धररूपं नारसन्धानं सौन्दिलासन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणगल्ली गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवताम् ॐ गङ्गापतये एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं च वक्रतं बालमङ्गलधारिणं वरं च वरदं हस्ते विपाणं मोषद्वयं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शोभकर्णनं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धाय विद्वाङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः शोभितं भक्तानुगम्भिरं देवं जगद्धारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यारोगणे पुरुषात्तरं देवं ध्यायति योगिनं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो प्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपतये नमः श्रेयस्वलम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमः वेदगर्भते संयोगे स ब्रह्मभूजाय कल्पते स सर्वविघ्नैर्नाशते स सर्वदः सुखमेधते स पञ्चमहापापचरे Chandramindari, Yadavateshaya Degam, Noyadimohattasari, Savadihan Bhavati, Akaslavadaram Yamdhamaniye, Chandamanena Sadhe, Anena Ganavati Shindari, Sahavi Bhavati, Sadurvyavasnan Bhavati, Savidyavan Bhavati, Vidyavara Dhammadhyavaranam vidyāve naviyedhare Yorurbhamburai rejati savai savano bhamo bhavati Yonaye Sayasovan bhavati Savetavan bhavati Yobhodaka sahasrena yedati Sanchilabhalava nodi Yasyasya samyakir yedati Sasarvam labhate Sasarvam labhate Ashtau brahman samyakta viva Suryacha Sri Bhavati Suryakre Maharatyam Padimadandito Vajappa Chittahandro Bhavati Mahavignaha Pramuchate Mahadoshaha Pramuchate Mahapratyamaya Pramuchate Mahapāpaha Pramuchate Sasarvadik Bhavati Sasarvadik Bhavati Yevam Vedan Nityuparishadem Saganavadum Saganavadatum Sagaviriyam Garvavani Tejasvinapati Namastu Bhavitvishavani Om Shanti 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 Om Bhadram Dadadu Om Shanti 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 Om Jadaveda Sunavama Somamarari Yadoditaha Jivedaham Sagaparishadani Durgani Vishwanage Vasindham Davidani Agni Kam Agnivanam Davasajanaye Vayo Janin Dharma Veda Jutta Durgam Devi Kamjaranam Bharadye Sudaradhidharate Namaha Agne Pambarihanabyo Asman Swastirinati Durgani Vishwaha Bhushabhadveva Bhulana Bhardeva Vajogaya Darigaya Sayo Vishwani no Durgahaya Veda Sindham Nanavadu Vidadivali Agne Adhivan Manasa Ghanano Smagam Bodhya Vidadaruna Pradhanadi Karmam Sakamana Mudram Agniham Mudema Paranat Sadattahade Saraparishadati Durgani Vishwakshama Devo Adhividadhyagnihi Radhodi Hari Devo Adhvane Jaganattabodhanam Yachadasi Swanjahagne Radhamam Vipraya Swasabhyan Jasopakamaya Swat Varenjuttamai Gaurishi Kandale Ravikkavan Sanjarema Nagasya Vittamati Sampadan Hovaishkarim Bhaukaikaharyantam Adhyayaraya Vitrahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Namo Durgyai Prajodayale Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarnadasradam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Mahavaham Tam Mahavajatavedo Lakshmim Manavagaminim Yasyam Hiranyam Vinne Gangama Sampurjhanam Ashwabhorvandanamadhyam Astinana Prabodini Shriyam Devi Mubhakvaye Srirma Devi Sridharam Ram Savasvidam Yelena Pragaram Haddan Jalandim Dhriddan Dharmayandim Padme Siram Padmavarnam Tam Yogabhaye Shriyam Chandram Pravasanya Jalandim Shriyam Loke Devajutam Vidaram Tam Padminim Charanamaham Pravatte Lakshmirne Nakshadam Tamrane Ahijavarne Tavasoki Jado Vanaspatistava Vikshoda Vilvaha Tasya Bharani Javadandamaya Shabhagya Lakshmi Uvaidumam Deva Sahakirtisha Maninasaka Ravuradhoros Virat Kretmin Kirtanatyandaradui Shuddhi Vasavaran Jekha Lakshmi Nasayam Janam Abhogi Masamyatinja Sarvan Nirvadamigrahale Gandhadbharam Dhiradhariyam Irkarutam Gaihi Ishwarikam Dharmabodhanam Jamigo Bhakvaye Shriyam Manasakkamamagodhim Bhajas Satyamasimahi Pasonyam Dhupamannasamayi Shri Shairam Yaja Kartamena Prajabhodhamaya विचम्बरगर्तमा श्रियम्बाचय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनी आवस्थितं दशिक्तानि सिक्कीतमसमे गृहे इददेवीं मातरज्ञ श्रियम्बाचय मे कुले आर्द्रां यकरिणीं यतिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तामावगजातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनवगामिनीः यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रबोधं गावो दास्योत्साने विन्देयं पुरुषार्थं पद्मप्रिये पद्मनिरत्नहस्ते पद्मालये पद्मपदायदाक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले तत्पादवत्त्वं मयि सन्निधस्व अनादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् श्रीर्मत्समायुष्टमारोग्यमावीनात्सोपामानं मयीयते धान्यं धनं वसुं वरोत्रलाभं सहस्रं दीर्घमायुः मेधारे विश्वारे भद्रासुमनस्यमाना त्वयादिष्टादिशमाना सुहृदाः बृहत्पदेम विदधे सुवीराः त्वयादिष्टऋषद्भवति देवे त्वया ब्रह्माघरश्रीरुतद्वया त्वयादिष्टचित्रं विन्दने वसुधानो जुषस्वक्तविनो न मेदे मेरां महीन्द्रो नमामि मेरां देवी सरस्वती मेरां मे अश्विना उपावादत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सराजलया मेरा गन्धर्वेषु दयन्मनः दैवीं मेधा मनुष्यदा सामाः मेधासुरभिर्जुषदाम् आमां मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपायण्यवरनाजगदीजगम्याम् ओजस्वदेव यथा बिम्बमाना सामाः मेधासुपरीयायुधन्नाम् मयि मेधा मयि प्रजा मयि अग्निस्तेजो ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजा मयि इन्द्रगिन्द्रियो ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजा मयि सूर्यो प्रचोदयात् वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे ब्रह्मवत्यै च धीमहि तन्नो वाणी प्रचोदयात् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ
Indeed, a pious beginning. This entire year, all Indians are soaked into the colors of patriotism while celebrating our Mahotsav. Let us spread the ray of patriotism in the S also. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Challenges knock at our doors every now and then, no matter wherever we exist. We have to fight all odds with a never say die attitude. Have a right zeal to break the cruel chariot of fate with our willpower and emerge as a hero. A divine hymn prevalent during this Navratri festival, revealing the incarnation of Goddess Durga in 9 forms, signifies the victory of good over evil, is Ayugiri Nandini. Let us witness performance by our high school and junior college girls. What a brilliant performance. Today, we are all cherish our memories of our school. It's a place where we had fun-filled childhood and fancy teenage. Finally, the credit of empowering us to leading a generous and sophisticated life goes to the glorious place called school. The glimpses of the history and glory of SI has been captured into camera and compiled into a short film. Today, we release the film with a bang. Here, lights, camera, action. Hi friends, every year we celebrate Independence Day with great joy and happiness. This year is the proud year for all the Indians. This year we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Along with Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, there is one more special moment. Can you guess what is that special moment? It is for you and for me. It is for all. It is the special moment for all. Can you guess? Yes, it is my 75th birthday. Yes, I am your own SIA, the South Indian Association. I was born on 1st October 1948 in Bengaluru. My first teacher was late Sri N. Subalaya. My first primary headmaster was late Sri N. Arvindam. He was the scholar in many languages: Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, and English. Late Sri Dorai Swami, an educationist, was my advisor. He mentored his selfless service when I was in infant stage. Not all the social changes, I was able to sanction for myself half an acre land from the government of Maharashtra in the year 1961. I was growing with time. I had my Tamil medium primary school from 1st to 4th. In the year 1964, I thought of modernizing myself, so I switched over from Tamil medium school to English medium school from standard 1st to 8th. In the year 1967, I achieved the first milestone, my first SSC batch, passing out with flying colors. I believe in progress. I believe in development. In 1975, I started my own junior college with 8 years with science, arts and commerce stream. My second phase of expansion began in the year 1988 and in 1992 I was fully accomplished with all the infrastructure needed for the well-being of my students. I adopted technology at the right time, and the first computer lab was set up in the year 1998. I was a trendsetter to adopt digital classroom technology in the year 2010. As I took right steps at right time, I was able to impart quality education even in the difficult pandemic era of 2020. Every education, but my teachers have cut online lectures and conducted online exams. Forget the contribution of my great founder president, late Sri N.R. Srinivasan, who was a lawyer and a fine orator. He was instrumental for helping the school of Ramakrishna Mission at Singapore. Holding my hands, he helped me to scale new heights. I was associated with him for nearly 5 decades. A fatherly figure for Mayor, President, Emeritus, late Sri K.R. Venkatakrishnan. I bow down before them. Salute to these great souls. My story is without thanking Sri R. Shankar, Sri A.G. Balakrishnan, Sri Pranav, Sri S. Sundaram Iyer, Sri S. Raja Raman, Dr. M. D.V. Raman, Sri T.R. Sadasivan, Sri C.A. Sundaram, Sri T.V. Ramamurthy, Sri N.S. Raja Gopalan. There are many unnamed soldiers who contributed for my development since 7 decades. I am the institution of the people, by the people, for the people. Abraham Lincoln has worked his skills in different countries, but I am doing it for myself, as I am the output of the selfless contribution made by my students, my teachers, my authorities, and all my management members. My roots deep, my branches amplified. With the motto of social welfare, I am growing into a huge banner tree.
I'm Dr. Milana Desai, working as a psychoanalytic physiotherapy since its inception. This is a S Balasubramanian. I work with patients with fracture rehabilitation, patients with active Motivating to approaches, neurodevelopmental techniques, and sensory integration therapy.
SI Parivar has a great reputation in the society. It is only because of the great value system.
So higher and higher education from SLA.
मेहनत करना कर्म हमारा ललला 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 ला मानवता है धर्म हमारा ललला 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 ला सारे जग से है ये न्यारा ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला ललला ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला ललला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ज्ञान शक्ति है प्रतीक हमारा शासन है मंत्र हमारा परिश्रम है ध्येय हमारा कर्मनिष्ठ रहना ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा शिक्षक नाता प्यारा जैसे नभ में चंदा तारा शिक्षक नाता प्यारा जैसे नभ में चंदा तारा बन के सहारा पूरा करे सपना ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा आओ लिखे इतिहास न्यारा प्यार सिखाने जगतारा आओ लिखे इतिहास न्यारा प्यार सिखाने जगतारा चलना चमके सितारा यही लक्ष्य अपना ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ललला 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 ला ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा ऐसा ये परिवार हमारा
They serve the best because with their knowledge, with character, knowledge and power, and diversifying.
SLA is spreading light of knowledge and truth across the world.
We are Dr. SLA.
Together we are SIA Parivar.
I have created many strong pillars for the nation by developing many doctors, engineers, lawyers, series. As a structure, I cannot travel globally, but I have seen the entire world through the eyes of my kids.
Hi, this is Aditya, an alumnus from the 2003 batch. Currently, I am a researcher in computational biology at Harvard University. SI as an institution and my teachers in particular have been instrumental in shaping my scientific curiosity and eventually my research career. I wish the institution several more decades of great success where we help shape lives, careers, and eventually our society as a whole across regions and boundaries of language, caste, creed, or identity. Here's wishing the teachers, students, and management and all the staff at SIA a very happy 75th year.
Yes, I wish you very best and congratulate you on your Platinum Jubilee celebrations. I've been an ex-student in your institution in the 1990s and I'm currently an orthopedic surgeon in the UK. The institution has provided me with excellent facilities to reach my ambitions. Thank you.
Hi, I am Rahul and I'm a proud student of SIA High School and Junior College. SIA has given me an opportunity to explore my talents, and that's where I discovered my ability to speak well in a public environment. I would like to congratulate SIA for completing the 75th anniversary this year, and I wish all the best for all of you upcoming years. And yeah, thank you so much for accepting me, and thank you so much for listening to me. Thanks.
Now SIA family is growing, it is multiplying, as the doors are always open for the curious learners. This stream of knowledge will flow endlessly for decades, for centuries, on and on and on.
We are SIA! 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 We
It's rightly said, a picture speaks 1,000 words. One thing is for sure, every one of us today are for our own. Now it's time for the formal program. I deem a great privilege. Tables on the stage, please. There is a small announcement. There are few dignitaries, awardees who will be felicitated today. I know we are emotional and there are so many things, so many experiences that everybody would like to share, but because of the dearth of time which is there, time constraint which is there, we will not be in a position to allot time, but surely the experience can be shot into a video bite and can be sent on our official email or website and we'll definitely telecast it. I request the backstage committee to make the stage arrangement as quickly as possible. I deem a great privilege to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. V. Shankar, onto the dais. With equal pleasure, I invite our guest of honor, Dr. S. Balasubramanian and T.V. Ramana, onto the dais. My humble request to our President, Shri K.V. Ranganathan, and Secretary, Shri Gopalakrishnan, to come onto the dais. Let us welcome the guest with a round of applause. Today, we have with us eminent personalities on stage. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the galaxy of stars. To start with, I request our Secretary, Shri M. Gopalakrishnan to welcome our chief guest for today, Dr. V. Shankar, with a bouquet. Round of applause. Welcome you, sir. May I request our treasurer, S. Jamunathan, to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. S. Balasubramanian. We welcome you, sir. I request our joint treasurer, Shri V. Suresh, to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. P. V. Ramana. We welcome you, sir. May I request our management member, Mrs. Chandra Nathan, to welcome our president, Shri K. V. Ranganathan. Welcome you, sir. I request our high school AHM, Mrs. Dipti, to welcome our secretary, Shri M. Gopalakrishnan. Welcome, sir. Once again, a hearty welcome to one and all present here. Round of applause for all of us. If we consider the mission and motto of SIA for 7 decades, we feel in 1948 we believed hard work is the key to success. After 25 years, we believed consistent hard work is key to success. After 50 years, we realized consistent hard work with perfection is the key to success. And today, into the 75th year, we firmly believe consistent smart work with technical and digital perfection is a key to success, which is the of Shri K. V. Ranganathan. I know sir is emotional and has lot of things to share with us. Sir, the stage is yours.
Vidyadanam, Sarvadanam, Pradhanam. First of all, my apologies to all of you for delaying the starting of the function. And also thank you for being patient for the start of the function. We watched a short film on the journey of SA from 1948 onwards. Is the life so simple that 75 years of journey you can encapsulate and show to people in 10 or 15 or 20 minutes time? What toil, sweat has gone behind building the institution is a story by itself. You would have seen the black and white images of the schools starting, the founding fathers. It's very much like the movies of 40s and 50s, black and white movies. Poverty, no resources, all that people had was the will to work hard. So somebody might be questioning why this association called the South Indian Association started in a God-forsaken place called the Dombivli. Even today, when you talk to Mumbaikars, they look down Dombivli. Dombivli? Okay. Second-class citizens. That's what the people in western suburb would feel. 75 years ago, what would have been Dombivli? Can you even imagine? maybe a hamlet of 1,000 people or 2,000 people or 5,000 people. And a 15-20 families, Tamil speaking families in Domboli in those times. So they wanted their children to learn Tamil, learn in Tamil. The choice before was send the children to either Kalyan or Matunga to learn in Tamil. They didn't want to give their cultural background, their ethos, and adopt a new culture. They wanted to set up their own culture in the city. So what best? They said we should start a school, Tamil school, that to Tamil school. So thus the SI was born in 1948. Luckily, my father was one of the founders. So they just to question him whether it was bravery or foolhardiness to start a school like this in Dombivli. So he laughed at me and said, you won't understand. It will take time for you to understand what it is. He said, education is the movement, and along the way you will find people will come and join you and make the institution grow. I didn't know after 75 years I would be sitting in the podium or on the dais to talk to you about the journey of SA. So the founders had a vision, and our motto itself, Vidyanam Sarvadanam Pradhanam. How true it is. Indian knowledge workers are really shaking the world. All the top CEOs in the US are the Indians. It is Satya Nadella or Sundar Pichai, so on and so forth. The story is endless. It looked like that over a period of time there will be more Indian CEOs in America than even in India. So we had the visionaries who started the institution in 1948. I'm not going to address, I'll give some small stories and snippets. I think the period between 1948 and 64 was the most troublesome and I think very challenging. The school started in rented places. As the classes grew, they had to rent more and more places. The institution grew. Those days, even those 1 rupee, 2 rupee, the parents are not in a position to pay as fees. These founding fathers used to spend money from their pocket to give the teachers their monthly salary on first of every month. I can say with pride even today, SA as a legacy, the teachers or the staff who are working in our institution can issue a check looking at their bank balance on first, knowing that their salary will be credited into the bank. That's the kind of legacy or the discipline our forefathers have given us. To a challenging time, institution was growing, classes were growing, I would say. They wanted something on the road. So they started some fundraising programs. Famous artists like Rajaji came to Dombivli, Hajara Singh, Mannade came to Dombivli. I remember as a young student, to Shamakananda to listen to Pilila would come for fundraising program for school. How this started, somehow they managed to get a piece of land in Dombivli West. It's a fairy tale, I would say. The journey of SA. They had land, they had moved into middle school. An angel dropped in, or I would say 2 angels would drop in. They said, oh, we'll construct the school for you. You give your money at leisure. Can you imagine that happening today? So, when you start here with a good cause, with a good heart, there will be backers, there are backers. 64 the school started. Before that we had our own school in Dombivli West, about 8 rooms if I remember. Luckily I was only one of the chosen few, on behalf of some of my friends who were there, were lucky enough to get into a new school on 11th of November 1964. So then till that time we had only primary school running. After 7th standard, the students had to go to either Matunga or Sahib for their SSC examinations. The first batch of SSC came in 1967. I think the first milestone that of building the school to a large extent gave us an identity. Till that time we had no identity because the schools were running in different charts. We had an identity. We only started growing when the housing became unaffordable in city of Mumbai. People started migrating to Dombivli. The culture of Dombivli changed. So the school had to get converted from a Tamil medium to English medium school. So for a very long time our primary education was in Tamil, our high school education was in English. Somewhere in 1973, the entire school became an English medium school. Till that time the children used to come to school. From 1st to 4th they used to learn in Tamil all the subjects. Then 5th standard they used to go. They used to have a lot of problem, difficulties. But in 1973 we got converted into an English medium school. The institution grew, as you saw, the second building came up. It got fully occupied. Junior college started somewhere in 1975-76. The story went on. There are a few setbacks in the decade of 90s. All the founding forefathers, either due to old age, couldn't come back to work for the institution or were taken away by the nature. So there was a lull for quite some time. I think one of our ex-president, Arya Sharma, who donned the mantle to bring the institution together. It was a very tough time for us. I told you, there are angels and angels and angels in the story of SA. The institution had to be brought together, given a new lease of life. Some of us joined on the way. From 2000 onward, we started looking for a piece of land. The journey went on for 4 years, 5 years. We saw hundreds of land in and around Dombivli. We didn't get a proper one. Luckily, another angel came to told us there is a land in MIDC. And we were able to get that land in MIDC. And in 2006, we were able to get our own land. Then we started the construction in 2008. Building got completed. 2009, we went to Mumbai University for application of a new college. It didn't work. Another angel came. Helped us get the starting a college in 2010. So there have been angels who have come time and again to help us in our journey into this education. Just started in 2010. College now is established now. In 2014, it hit us that we should start a physiotherapy college. We got in principle permission for starting the physiotherapy college in December 2014. But we couldn't start the college. For 4 years we were, almost 3.5 years we were running around for permission from many departments of the government of Maharashtra. And somewhere toward 2017-18 we said, we can't do it ourselves now. I think we need to drop this project. Suddenly another angel came. Luckily the minister from Dombivli himself was handling a particular portfolio. The project which you were supposed to drop suddenly revived. And 2018 October, we started the physiotherapy college. We had zero knowledge of physiotherapy. We have amongst us Dr. Hutokshi, writer, who gave us all the support and inspiration to make this what you saw in about the physiotherapy college. So as I told you that there have been angels and angels and angels. It's a fairy tale. The journey of SA is nothing but a fairy tale. What I would say is, if you start a journey, if you start something with clear mind, good vision, good thoughts, there will be angels which will come to your rescue and will help you. I think that is a lesson I have learned from SIA, which my father told me about 50, 60 years ago. That okay, if you have your heart is very clear, if you don't want to do a noble cause, yes, there will be people who will come on to help you. Now, I think when we show the film, we may or may not have been able to capture everybody. Literally, there are thousands of people. I can't tell you so many people who have touched our hearts, who have come to the rescue of SAA or help SAA in what we are here today. I would say, Endaro Mahanabhavala Andariku Navandanam. I am not able to see, I can't remember if anything we have missed out. I think we are not able to capture. It's a very small thing. I think getting data is very difficult. I think one of the things about this institution is we are very shy of publicity. So absolutely there was nothing from 1948 to about 1960. I think we retrieved everything from the archives. Somehow we have data from 1961 onwards. Even though we know about the individuals who work for the institution. Okay, maybe photographs are not there, not available with us. Family members are not here, they have moved away from this place. So my humble pranam to everyone who has made this institution what it is there today. The teachers, Amruti crowd, I got two gurus, Mrs. Alemma woman, Mrs. Samala Ariyaran. They are very worthy of standing before you and say a few words. If I err somewhere, please don't hold them responsible for what I have spoken. I want to thank the three guests who have come today. They are all Vidya Bhushanams. All of them are multifaceted personalities. When our people read their profile, will realize. I don't know where they get the time and strength to do so many activities in their life. All of us complain about time in life, but these great people, I don't know how they can devote so much to the society. And I think we have been very conscious of getting education for our first program. We could have easily gone to some politician to come to a dais and speak something. We didn't do that. Very conscious in choosing our chief guest for the day. Welcome all of you, sir. I think we are already late, that's why I don't want to speak much. Again, I want to thank each and everybody who has come here today for this program. We have been having a program throughout the day. In the morning we had some rooms. We also opened the best of two of our founders, Founder President N.R. Srinivasan and President Emeritus K.R. Venkatakrishnan. We had that program almost till about 1:30 in the afternoon. We also had opened the new laboratories in the college. One computer lab, biology lab and chemistry lab we opened today. So I think we are slightly delayed. I think my apologies again to all of you. I thank you one and all for coming for this function. As it is said, yes, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing those anecdotes and introducing us to the angels. It's my honor to introduce today's chief guest, Dr. P.V. Ramana. A man ahead of his time is a very loosely used term, but when it comes to Dr. P.V. Ramana, the term fits him to a T. How cannot be pronounced a man ahead of his time when he gets his MBA from the Washington State University as early as in the year 1975. To say that Dr. P.V. Ramana is a philanthropist, educationist, and a highly qualified management personnel, he is just scratching the surface. Born and brought up in Chennai, he was a distinguished student of Ramakrishna Mission and Vivekananda College. He imbibed strong ethical values and moral code from the teaching of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans and Swami Vivekananda. In the words of Swami Vivekananda, and I quote, "Practical patriotism means not a mere sentiment or even emotion of love towards motherland, but a passion to serve our fellow countrymen." This was probably the reason why Dr. P.V. Ramana moved back from the US to India in order to serve his motherland and fellow countrymen in the year 1975-76. Displaying his brilliance early in life by being the state record holder in the intermediate exam, that is the current 12th standard, he went on to hold the following degrees: Bachelor's of Engineering Honors, an MBA from Washington State University, Professor Engineer Thermal Power from USA, which is equivalent to doctoral qualification, and a Doctor of Education from Queen Margaret University, Scotland. Dr. P.V. Ramana's professional experience includes companies like Blue Star, TTK, Grasim in various positions. He also founded ITM in Raipur and Vadodara and is president at Vadodara since inception. He is affiliated with numerous universities and forums in both the state as well as national levels. Most notable being with the Ministry of Higher Education. He has been a member of the delegation led by Honorable Minister of HRD that met US Secretary of State Mrs. Hillary Clinton and Mr. John Kerry. His contribution to the field of education has been truly remarkable. The setting up of ITM has been a game changer to many youth. He started a school for the unemployed weavers children in Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. He has also set up several charitable trusts which offer scholarships to the needy students. Dr. P.V. Ramana has also supported the cause of propagation of fine arts, Carnatic music, Kathak, Bharatanatyam dance forms to the next generation. He has helped fund the renovation and building of temples. His work also extends to medical care. As mentioned earlier, one of the prime driving force of Dr. P.V. Ramana has been to serve fellow countrymen. This is reflected in his charity work for girl child of commercial sex workers, providing them with shelter, quality education, and employment. Dr. Ramana considers this as his most satisfying work. He has also other similar projects underway for slum children. It is only apt that a man of such achievements has been recognized for his work. He has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by World HRD USA for his service to management education. He was also awarded honoris causa by Her Excellency Queen Elizabeth in July 2008 at Edinburgh Castle. He has been a keynote speaker at several distinguished symposiums. It has been very difficult to summarize Dr. Ramana's achievement into this profile. We would like to ourselves be pardoned in case any of his achievements are missed while compiling this profile. We are fortunate to have Dr. Ramana with us today. To sum up, greatly respected for possessing highest level of integrity, Dr. P.V. Ramana is an entrepreneur and educationist with a heart of gold. We are extremely honored to have you in our presence. Thank you, sir, for being here today. I request our president to honor Dr. Ramana. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. I would say thank you for such is expected. Now I hand over further proceedings to Mrs. Bindu Nair. Good evening to one and all. There are a few people who have been instrumental in building this great institution. It's time to honor them. First among them is Professor Y.B. Bide. Due to ill health, Professor Bide could not be in our midst when SIE started its own degree college and wanted someone to help them with the running of the college on day-to-day basis. Thus came Professor Bide with lots of experience from colleges like SIES and MCC. A strict disciplinarian, He helped us with nuances of running the college, selecting right people and setting up library. He was a nature lover and was part of the NGO Haryali and introduced us to Haryali. Haryali in turn helped us for our last MAC cycle by setting up various gardens and landscapes. He was with us close to 4 years as an advisor. Of late, there is no communication from him due to his frail health. SIA, on its part, will never forget the contribution of Biresa in making what SIA College is today. We pray the Almighty to give Biresa a good health. A mathematical wizard who helped our hands to take baby steps in establishing our college. You might ask who the wizard is. He is Professor V. Venkataramani. Professor K. Venkataramani. It's indeed my proud privilege to go through the profile, Ramani sir, as he is popularly known by his peers and friends. Professor Venkataramani has a degree in mathematics from Madras University and postgraduate degree from IIT Mumbai. He has had a long and distinguished career as an academician. His career spanning 4 decades includes 15 years as principal of Somaiya Group of Institution, 9 years as Registrar Mumbai University, and D.Y. Patil Deemed University for Medical, Dental, Physiotherapy, Ayurveda, and Nursing programs. He has been a NAC assessor since 2001 and visited over 100 colleges span India. He has traveled extensively as faculty, including University of South Carolina, USA, Dubai, Sharjah, Oman, and Turkey. He is a member of several committees, including Experts Committee of State and UGC level for academic services and for drafting statutes, ordinances of public and private universities in Maharashtra. Currently, he is Honorable Secretary of South Indian Education Society, Matunga. Sir, we are indeed honored by your presence here today. He deserves a big round of applause. I request Dr. P.V. Ramana to honor Professor Venkataramani. Thank you, sir. After Professor K. Venkataramani, we have another distinguished academician amongst us, that is none other than Dr. Parvati Venkatesh. I am happy to present before you the profile of Dr. Parvati Venkatesh. Dr. Parvati Venkatesh completed her graduation and post-graduation from Madurai Kamaraj University. She went on to do her MPhil and PhD from Mother Teresa Women's University. She is a university rank holder and has received a merit scholarship from the government of Tamil Nadu. Former Dean of Faculty of Arts at the Mumbai University, currently she is working as the principal of Don Bosco College. As the Dean, she richly contributed towards the introduction of several innovative curricula and was a key figure in introducing the credit system and revising syllabi of various courses. She has traveled widely as a member of high-level team from University of Mumbai to 15 leading universities in Atlanta, USA, in order to study best practices to present papers at international conferences, and has also initiated several exchange programs. Another feather in her cap is that she is a NAC assessor and was a pure team member to more than 25 colleges across India. She has helped many colleges in the accreditation process of NAC. She has conducted workshops on NAC and on research methodology. She has been our go-to person regarding our college-related issues as and when they arise. She has been invited by the federal state of USA to attend their international visitors program as an educational administrator. Her 36 years of experience includes holding important positions like chairperson of Board of Business Economics and member of Regional Direct Tax Advisory Committee, Mumbai Region, Government of India. She was the Vice Chancellor nominee in the Board of Examinations, Padma Shri D.Y. Patil University. She has received the Scroll of Honor as Ideal Teacher from the Student Council at KJ Somaiya College. She has also been honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award for Education Excellence by Indian Economic Development and Research Association, New Delhi. Dr. Parvati Venkatesh, indeed a role model for all of us to emulate. She deserves a big round of applause. Now I request Shri P.V. Ramana to felicitate Dr. Parvati Venkatesh. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Aparna ma'am. Today, on this evening, as we bask in the reflected glory of the achievements of our SIA institutes and begin with our Platinum Jubilee celebration, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome among us a very dynamic, strong, yet gentle lady, our Dr. Hutuksi Writer ma'am, having a distinct vision and being a fountainhead of illuminating ideas, vast amount of knowledge and experience in the field of physical therapy. Madam has been instrumental in helping the SIA management selflessly in the initial phase of College of Physiotherapy. Later, she also ensured quality by giving valuable feedback as expert of college IQAC. Dr. Hutukshi ma'am has been ex-professor and head of department, College of Physiotherapy, Nair Hospital. She was the ex-dean aligned health faculty, MUHS Academic Council member, Senate member, chairperson of Board of Studies at MUHS, member of Ethics Committee at Nair and Somaiya College of PT. She has about 43 years of clinical and teaching experience. She is recipient of many awards, IAP Oration Award, Fellowship Award. She has presented several publications and has presented papers at national and international conferences. She is passionate about teaching and has special interest in electrophysiology, neurology, vestibular rehabilitation, geriatric physiotherapy. Hutukshi Madam is very intelligent, kind, soft-spoken, and helpful in nature. She has been a mentor for many students and transformed their lives. She has been a role model to her students and instilled love of subjects like neurophysiotherapy and electrophysiology. Madam always has an open discussion with her students to understand their capabilities, gives feedback, enables her students to accept challenges and help them succeed. She has been in forefront in the development and growth of physiotherapy profession in Maharashtra. Ma'am, we admire your spirit of integrity, your passion and dedication towards our physiotherapy profession. You are an inspiration to all of us, and we will continue to do so. We are extremely grateful to you for gracing this auspicious occasion and for your expert guidance and support. Thank you. Let us put our hands together for this eminent personality who is amongst us. I again request Dr. P.V. Ramanan to honor Hutokshi ma'am. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Sharvari ma'am. Now I request Dr. P.V. Ramana to address the audience.
Find my step. Sri Ranganathan, Dr. Shankar, Sri Balasubramanian, other dignitaries of the SI Association Management, students and parents. I have seen the world, and probably I am one of the oldest persons in this room. Being 80 plus, every day is a gift, and I accept any invitation that anybody gives me. Celebrating the 75th year, even a single person unknown with no achievement is considered to be a significant step. And we South Indians have a way of celebrating a Sahasra Chandra Darshana, 75, 80, like now. Okay. So it is nostalgic. All the family gathers. What family gathers? They celebrate. They exchange photographs. Old people in the Columbia and the Mamnar in the. It's a glad occasion. Sometimes we get lost in what we have done during the hard days. Okay? But when I tell my grandson how I struggled, how I came to Bombay, how I didn't know the language, how I didn't know where to get one idli sambar, I didn't know. He tells me straight in the face, Tata, of what use is this what you are telling me? It's not useful for them. They are completely different. They have no frame of reference to compare what we have done during last 75 years with the coming 30 years. It is happening now in education. The education, we have grown up by believing in a degree. ஏதாவது ஒரு டிகிரி வந்தா போதும், job கிடைக்கும். All degrees led to jobs. Now only a few degrees lead to jobs, others are waste. But the government has also recognized this, and this change and how our organization has changed and is changing, and how your organization should change to remain solvent in the future. That the next 10 minutes I want to spend with you. It's a wonderful occasion. 75 years, the tree is very strong. The roots are deep in the ground. The tree is flourishing. So but you have to change. We were born in a rented place in 1991 in Shankar Sab's new Commerce College in Siam. We existed there for about 3-4 years. We grew, went to the basement of Ramravati College in D.Y. Patil. We went there another 4 years. Then shifted to Institution of Mechanical Engineers in Kharghar when it was a jungle, nothing was there. 2 years. Finally, we got our first campus in 1999, year 2000. First phase of our life. Then there was a momentum. Next 10 years, we grew very rapidly. So rapidly that in year 2015-16, I had 23 campuses across India. We were quick to see in 2017-18 that the world around us is changing, and unless we change, we cannot survive for next 25 years. We started closing our campuses. Now we are down to about 11 campuses. We started changing our programs. That, am I adding value? We have students, MBA class students, 2 years they stay with us. Undergraduate programs, 3 years, maybe engineering and nursing and others 4 years. Can you change a person in 2 years? Yes. We have to discover ways of changing them. And we redefine what is our product. Parents think that they are spending hard-earned money to go to a good college and will pay any amount to get the admission. It is true. At KG class, people are there paying 2 lakh, 3 lakhs capitation fee to get admission in a good KG college. That's what parents think it is an investment in the future. Students think, especially in the professional programs that we run, that this admission is an entry to a job. On the first day of interview, he has not even been admitted. My student asked me, what is your placement record? Yes. What is the average salary? Is what they think. I tell them, both of you are extremely wrong. My product is completely different. As a second class graduate of any course, you are coming to me to do an MBA. What is your market value? At the same time, you spend 2 years with us, you expect to get a minimum salary of 6, 7 lakhs, 10 lakhs a year. How is this possible? Therefore, our product is, we change the way you are perceived in the spaces and circles that you live in. First is your family. Your family has put a value on admission and is putting another value on when you graduate. How is that change in perception coming? Your friend circle, your employment circle where you work, how are you treated? And the society in which you live and the future partner whom you are going to get, how they value you. That value difference in you is our product. If I can't deliver it, I am not educating you. The degree is meaningless. This is an aspect which is a life-changing way of looking at how does an institution deal with its stakeholders. The journey in a Rajdhani Express is different, the journey in a bullet train is different, the journey in a slow train from Dombivli to Vite is completely different. What is the experience you give? What is the change you give? This is something which the school management and parents have to look deeply into it. Are we changing the perception? How does changing perception come? By changing behavior. If I am a rowdy at home and rowdy at work also, nobody has changed me. But can an institution change your behavioral pattern, your thinking pattern, your attitude pattern, your aspirations in life? That's the product that an institution has to give to their students, because there is a Latin word of describing the position of a teacher. It is called in loco parentis. In this location, I am the father and mother. That is the meaning of the Latin word. So is a teacher being truly the father and mother of this child which is entrusted to you? That's what the teachers have to look at. That's about our attitudes. Regarding the need for change, we from 91 to year 2002, we have one phase. We completely changed ourselves from 2002 to 2017. In 2018-19, we planned our change. While we are implementing the changes, the pandemic struck us, so we restarted the change aspect. Next 10 years, we will completely change ourselves, change our programs, change our curriculum, change the way it is taught. What are the changes coming? And these changes have already been enacted into the new education policy, NEP. And what the policy is doing is, it is allowing each organization to shape its own future regardless of regulation. I will summarize for the reason is this organization has many young students. They are school students, they are undergraduate students. During their lifetime, before they progress to be a bachelor's degree holder, a master's degree holder, these changes will be effective in India. From long programs, 3 years, 4 years, capsule education is coming. New education policy says that if you are given a 12-hour workshop to a student, that carries a credit and he can write it down and keep it. And when he completes about 120 of those credits, he is a graduate. Regardless of where. Credit mobility is coming. He can do half his learning in this college, another half in some other college, and this half of that college, half of this college together constitute one degree. This is the change which is coming. And all teaching is measured in outcomes. Today we are testing teaching by testing memory. Right? Any unit test, any semester test, any final test is test of memory, simply. This is the textbook, this is the notes. How much I have memorized? I am testing you by giving some random questions, and you answer properly, I will grade you. Memory is not an outcome. That memory has to transfer into knowledge. Knowledge has to be seen as acquired by showing it in action, and the learning that comes by doing it is the outcome. So all courses will be forced to demonstrate outcomes. Therefore, the organization has to change to be able to deliver that. Looking back in nostalgia is fine, but looking with hope into the future is some other exercise. There has to be some element in the organization which is constantly looking forward, planning for the unknown future, and shaping the organization to be able to catch that train when it comes. Okay? Platforms are small. You can't hope to come 3 days early and wait for that train. If you come late by 2 minutes, you will miss that train also. So how do you time your change pattern? How do you create the new citizen of the future? How do you see, even great well-known colleges have lost the bond because they couldn't change. I give you one famous example which I am aware. Pachayappa's College in Chennai, one of the oldest. In 1955-57, when I was studying in SSC and Inter in Chennai, there was something like the Lords of Layla College, Saints of Vivekananda College, we were Saints of Vivekananda College, and Rowdies of Pachayappa's College. Who will willingly admit a child in Pachayappa's College today in Chennai? It exists because colleges don't die, people die. How do you keep the banner of SIA flying forever with pride? Not by staying where you are, by changing continuously. And this continuous change demands forward looking all the time, forward looking all the time. This is my message to you, and I am honored to be here. I have known many of your management members very affectionately. They treated us well, they treated us fairly. I am also guilty of having a project here which failed. That means we introduced MBA here too soon, I guess. That probably is the reason. But we followed Perival's orders, and that was that, nothing else into that. I once again thank you from the bottom of heart for honoring me, and not only that, honoring me among people whose achievement is much, hundreds of times of an order higher than our own achievements. That's the real honor that a person can expect. Not to be honored among his peers, but to be honored among his superiors. That's a wonderful and very joyous occasion for me personally, and I thank you very much for calling me here.
Thank you, sir, for making us realize that time has changed, it will change further, and a need to change instills always. So we keep on planning for unknown futures. Thank you, sir. Now I request Ms. Shweta Gopalakrishnan to take over. Patre tyagi gune ragi samvibhagi cha bandhushu Shastre bodha rani yodha purushav panchalakshanaha. He who gives to the worthy needy, indulges in virtues, shares with relatives, intelligent enough to understand the Shastras, and brave like a warrior in the battle are the qualities of a real man. This quote aptly fits our guest of honor for today. Dr. S Balasubramanian, popularly known as Bala, is a man with multiple hats. A banker, an educationist, a cultural activist with deep enthusiasm in spiritualism, And as a native of Chemmangudi, it's no surprise that he is a connoisseur of music. We have amongst us a stalwart from the banking industry. Born in Chemmangudi, Tanjavur district, Dr. S Balasubramanian completed his post-graduation in mathematics from Madras University. He was conferred with a doctorate from Christ University, Tanjavur. He started his career with a British firm where he worked for 2 years. Subsequently, he joined the City Union Bank as an officer in the year 1971. He was elevated to the position of general manager in the year 1999 and quickly moved to become the executive director within 3 years. From January 2005 to 2011, he was at the helm of affairs as the managing director and chief executive officer. Thereafter, Reserve Bank of India appointed him as the chairman of the bank from 2011 to May 2016. Now he continues as chairman, City Union Bank Foundation, taking care of the CSR activities. During his stint with the bank, he attended several training programs, including the one in Reserve Bank of India's Bankers Training College, Mumbai. Himself a good trainer, he has participated in several seminars and conferences, both at national and international level. He has also authored a number of articles in banking journals. He is the president of Saraswati Gana Sabha, Shri Raja Veda Patashala, and Shri Mangalambika Kaingarya Sabha Kumbakonam, for which he has conducted Kumbhabhishekams for more than 25 temples. His contribution to the field of education include being on the management committee of 2 schools, namely Saraswati Patashala Girls Higher Secondary School and National Vidyalaya CBSE Kumbakonam. His cultural activities include membership of the Lions Club and Humor Club International. He is a trustee of Tyaga Brahma Mahotsava Sabha Tiruvallur. He was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by Lions Club South Chennai and was also awarded the Shri Sushmitra Puraskar Award by Shri Raghavendra Swamigal Mat Mantralayam for his social contribution to society. A man with diverse interests adorning multiple hats. So good to have you amidst us today. I request the president of our institution, Shri K.V. Ranganathan, to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. S Balasubramanian. A big round of applause, please.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Mrs. Sharvari Deshpande, Headmistress, Primary and KG Section, to take the proceedings forward.
Thank you, Ms. Shweta. Leaders are made, they are not born. They are a result of hard work, perseverance, spirit of helping people, and sheer strength of character. The SIA wishes to honor all the people who have led this illustrious institution to its present glory. Our past generations paved the way for the present, and the present paves the way for the future. The exemplary work done by the people who are going to be felicitated today has been the building block to which we are adding more and more every day. I now request Dr. S Balasubramanian to please do the honors. First on this list is a very popular and loved figure. She is none other than Mrs. Kamla Hariharan, who would even give celebrities a run for their money with her fan following. She has had a close association with the SIA as a teacher for almost 4 decades. She has taught different generations of the same family in the SIA. She joined as a teacher in the year 1963 and retired as AHM in the year 2002. Her class control was impeccable and could easily discipline the students without even raising her voice. Most popular teacher of her era is an understatement. Even today, when she is in Mumbai, her students make a beeline to meet her. Despite it being 2 decades after retiring from school, her students are still in touch with her on WhatsApp. In fact, there is even a separate WhatsApp fan club of Kamla teacher. She makes it a point to attend the marriages of the sons and daughters of her students. To increase proficiency in maths, she had instituted awards at the personal level. She is surely one of the first brand ambassadors from our teaching staff who helped and shaped SIA as a brand in the city of Bengaluru. That has made it a point to come back to those functions reflect institution. Madam, we are extremely happy to welcome today's function.
I would like to say that I am the oldest teacher of the SIA group.
Oh, many happy returns of the day, madam. Once more, let us hear it for Mrs. Kamla Hariharan. The next person we wish to honor is Mrs. Aliyama Omar. She was at high school and junior college between 1990 and 2003, a tenure spanning 13 years. She started her career as a teacher of science in the year 1969. Despite the charm of those times, she never believed in disciplining through corporal punishments. Her forte lay in disarming the most mischievous student by mere loving words and counseling. She believed that no student should be labeled or branded, no matter how big the offense. She felt a personal sense of responsibility to discipline the most disobedient student. She can be described as extremely strict and tough, yet an empathetic person with a soft heart. During her tenure, the seeds of digitalization of the academic results were sown. A trainer and guide for many teachers, she was awarded as the best headmistress at the taluka and district level. She also received appreciation and has been felicitated by the Rotary Club of Bengaluru. Big round. Cordless mic. No, cordless mic.
See, I thank God for enabling me to attend this Platinum Jubilee celebration here. Now my memory is going back to 1969 when I joined this. At that time, Sate sir was our headmaster. I am very lucky to work under that able administrator. I joined as a fresh trained graduate without any experience. But under sir, I learned so many things. And at that time, even in management, so many great personalities were there. If I start naming, so many great men are there. President Emeritus, Balakrishnan sir, Panoyer sir, like that, the list it will go, Shankar sir. Every day I remember about them, how great they were, how selfless they were. Under their selfless service, I could flourish. And my dream as a school-going girl was to become a good teacher. In South Indian Association High School, I could fulfill the dream of becoming a good teacher. 34 years I worked as a teacher. Actually, those 34 years were my golden days of my work. I wish all the best for our institution. Let it prosper more and more. I fell down in my bedroom. That is why I find it difficult to walk.
Next we have Sri Shivram Kathati. He served as the headmaster of the high school and junior college from 2003 to 2005. Being a physical educator himself, it is not surprising that maintaining discipline was his USP. He was a very disciplined, straightforward, and a supportive and dynamic leader. During his tenure, he encouraged the students and teachers to participate in various inter-school events and motivated everyone to win prizes. Under his guidance, a grand inter-school science exhibition was conducted for the first time in Dombivli. The digitalization of the academic results started under Mrs. Lumen, stabilized during Mr. Kathate's period. Let us give him a big hand.
Yes. Next we have Mrs. Jayashree Sukhdevan. She was the HM of the High School and Junior College from 2005 to 2007. It is said that never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Described as a calm and cool personality, soft-spoken Mrs. Jayashree Sukhdevan has been a silent worker and a lovable leader. Nevertheless, this facade could not be taken as weakness as she was a strict disciplinarian. Being a perfectionist, she devised a perfect pattern of conducting examinations which is followed even today. Her hard work and dedication has inspired many teachers. Due to unavoidable circumstances, Mrs. Jayashree could not be present for today's function. We wish her well. We will now move on to the next recipient of the honor. Mrs. Jasmine Isidore took up the headmistress of the High School and Junior College from 2007 to 2011. Mrs. Jasmine can be described as a kind, caring, and very helpful and having a sweet personality. As a leader, she was compassionate and humane and understood the pulse of the students, parents, and teachers. During her tenure, the Inter-School Science Exhibition was held in the year 2008. She has guided and trained many new teachers and always encouraged them to present innovative ideas. Digitalization of classrooms for academics happened during her tenure. A big round of Jasmine Isidore. Next we have Mrs. Uma Lakshmanan. Mrs. Uma has held the position of the headmistress of the primary and KG section from the year 1997 to 2011. She joined the school in the year 1974. As a teacher, she was a favorite of her students as she was an excellent story narrator. Friendly, bold, and confident, she nurtured her love for music and reading. Being someone with a beautiful handwriting, she encouraged other teachers too to work upon their handwriting and learn calligraphy. Let's put our hands together. This is Uma. Kamla Raghavan held the reins of the school as the headmistress of the high school and junior college from 2011 to 2012. She joined the school in the year 1979. Logical and practical, she was a tactful administrator. But obviously, clarity in her work and being organized came naturally to her. She was a very supportive leader and took initiative and supported the teachers to change the dress code according to the changing times. She encouraged many inter-school events and initiated many intra-school activities. As she is out of station, she couldn't be present here today. We wish her well. Coming to our next recipient, Mrs. Shobna Nair was the first direct recruitment as headmistress by the institution and held the position of the headmistress of the high school and junior college from 2013 to 2017. Having worked in an unaided school setup, she brought a different set of skills to the table. Her trademark smile never left her face even during hectic times. She can be described as a very optimistic person, skillful administrator, and a great motivator. Working alongside her staff, shoulder to shoulder, was one of her greatest qualities. The past decade has seen a number of new schools coming up in and around Dombivli, and it was imperative for all to upgrade. Her tenure saw a fresh wave of digitalization and innovation in the school. She took initiative for developing the YouTube channel. She was also the guiding force for the development of the school anthem, which we heard today, and short films showcasing our work. Let's hear Shobna Nair. The most recent person who held the baton of the headmistress position is Mrs. Madhuri Hariharan. She was headmistress of the high school and junior college from 2017 to 2021. The 4 years of her tenure included 2 years of the tough period of online school. She can be described as an experienced administrator, excellent leader who was well versed with the SS code. These qualities helped her tide the challenges faced during the pandemic. She was able to successfully run the online school for 2 years and supported teachers with all provisions of technical guidance. She taught the unique way of maintaining records. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. I now request Dr. S Balasubramanian to address the gathering.
the dignitaries on the dais, teachers, faculties, and other guests present here, and students. Good evening to all. It's rather an honor for me to be present here on the occasion of the commencement of the Platinum Jubilee year. I have one qualification to bless the school because I was flying from an institution which has celebrated 100 years. So it is almost 122 years, and so because why I am saying this here on this occasion, we were the part of centenary celebrations. We know the tension, we know the enjoyment, we know how to honor the people, who are the past people, who are all work for the welfare of the organization, all those things. And you have done it, sir. You have honored all the people who have made the institution a grand success. And we are also putting everything in the film also. So definitely I should congratulate all of you for honoring this. Another thing which I wanted to tell you that we are almost in line with the nation's 75th Independence Day celebrations. Recently we celebrated 75th Independence Day celebrations. So I want to just recall the speech. Probably you may be aware, Tryst with the Destiny by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I don't want to go into the entire speech, but I would like to quote that because it almost synchronizes with your institution. Long years ago, we made tryst with the destiny. Now time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not only or in full measure, but substantially. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, opening up our opportunity to greater times and achievement that await us. Are we brave enough to grasp the opportunity and accept the challenges of the future? This is, I think, 14th of August 1947, midnight. He spoke to the nation, and today we are celebrating, today not I am talking about, we are now celebrating 75th year. We are also going to celebrate the 75th year. And after 75 years, our nation, we have seen a lot of problems and a lot of hurdles, yet we have come out successfully. We are the largest democracy in the country, even though sometimes we did not have a majority of the government. The democracy survived. That is the India, and we are the third largest army in the world. Now we say that we are fourth economy, and we are achieving in almost all fields. We are going to the space, and other thing India is achieving. And I would like to also supplement what Mr. Dr. Ramana spoke. All fields are changing, lot of advancement take place. We were about 20 years back, 2 decades back, we were talking about information technology, nanotechnology, biotechnology, all these things were new. And somebody was telling that each one is competing with yourself. But today we find everything is supplementing one another, and we are making a lot of advancement. Changes are bound to happen. Only thing we must be prepared for the changes. That is what he told us. Because as a banker, we have also seen a lot of changes. I want to quote only 1 or 2 things which is most relevant. So we have seen from manual to partial computerization to total computerization, then CBS. Now we have gone to the digital, and we don't know what is going to happen to the bank branches tomorrow. Whether there is going to be bank branches or not, we do not know, because soon, very soon, India's almost all countries are going to come out with CBDC, central bank digital currency, even the currency is going to be dematted. If that is going to happen, what will happen to the CASA, what we talk about savings bank and other things, everybody will be like to have a wallet in digital currency. If that is going to happen, what is going to be savings bank account? All those things are a question marks. Of course, it will take some lot of time, but one must be prepared for it. This is what I want to tell. Another thing in the educational institution is something like a raw stone and is made into a sculpture. So they make the students to come out with colors. This is what the educational institutions are doing. And another thing which I wanted to go in with Mr. Dr. Ramana is that the education should not merely confine to the knowledge alone. Learning is a continuous process, everybody knows. I would like to quote, as a banker, I will also again go to the Warren Buffett. You all know probably those who are making investments in various companies, they must be knowing. Like Jhunjhunwala in India, he was the world #1 investor. When somebody in an interview, when somebody confronted him with a question, what do you expect when somebody approaches you for investment in his company? What is it that you are going to expect from him? The reply, so Ramana should not mistake me, what he said. I do not look into the credentials like whether he is from Harvard or whatever. I look into his eyes, whether he has passion for success. This is what he told. So, what I want to tell the educational institutions, the teachers, what they must transform the students with passion. That is what a passion for success, a passion for achievement, passion for achieving something great than others. This is what is needed today. So that is why I just quoted Warren Buffett. Another thing which I wanted to do, I do not want to take too much of time, already time is running out and the organizers are going. I do not want to take too much. Of course, this is also another story which I wanted to, because a lot of students are here. A few stonecutters were, of course, this is started from Rajaji. It was quoted by Peter Drucker. Now come to India as a Peter Drucker's story. But a few persons were cutting the stone, making a big temple there. A passerby asked the first stonecutter, "What are you doing?" He said, "I am a poor man. I am worried about my living. I am cutting this stone. I am earning money." He went to the second stonecutter. "What are you doing?" He said with pride, "I am the best stonecutter in the country. I want to create some good sculptures here." He went to the third one. Third one replied, "We are constructing one of the biggest and beautiful temple here. We are part of it." This is what he said. So why I tell you this attitude of the youth should be cultivated to the third one. That is what is needed today, because everything is advancing. And one of the things which I find that knowledge is power. Here I want to quote the Ardhasasra's Kaudinya, Vijnanena Atmanam Sampadiyate. That is what they say, you can rule others by knowledge. About 2000 years back, that is the motto of this institution. Other things which I wanted, because only knowledge way you can rule others. The teachers, of course, learning is a continuous process, as I said. Another things, you have put compassionate, passion, and that is what you are telling, which I want to say. Ethics. I used to tell all my students, all my colleagues, all my subordinates, tell, when you get knowledge, you can rule others. Similarly, ethics, you get respect from others without calling for. This is one thing which I used to tell my subordinates, I tell students wherever I go. So students, what I am telling to tell, this is what is needed, and you will definitely be successful. You believe in yourself. The students, I want to give a message to the students, believe in yourself. Definitely you have the potential, you can succeed. This is what I want to give the message to the students here. Coming back again to the institution, it has done a glory thing, and South Indian Education Society, these educational institutions are doing well here. We have seen the film here, and I'm sure that it will produce a lot of scientists, a lot of professionals, everything. India is fast ahead. Not only we were talking about only IT and the what we call it as the hubs and other things. Today we are good at pharma. So India has shown the way that COVID, how we can fight with the COVID to the nation, definitely. And space technology, we are on par with any country. So all the students, all the youngsters, the demography, what they are saying by 2030, the population, total population, about 70% of the population will be below 30 years. That is, India is going to be the most youngest population in the world. Definitely, these people will definitely achieve. And as education institutions, they are going to be a part of your students. You have to instill a good education, and you are already doing it. And I expect your students come to the limelight. They will find a place in various places across the country. Today, most of the international organizations are headed by CEOs of Indians, right from Google to so many other places. So similarly, your students should also be CEOs of various companies, various organizations, and scientists and other things. Wishing the organization all success. Thank you very much for calling me. And I feel really honored because I have not done much about it. I have been in the banking industry, but education institution, this is teachers. Suppose I used to tell what we are today, it is all only because of the teachers. So I cannot forget my teachers. I have studied, in fact, I was called for to address in my national college after nearly 40 years. I used to tell the names of all the teachers. He said, how do you remember all those teachers? If I forget the alone, I have to recall. Otherwise, I still in my memories. I definitely feel the teachers have shaped us. And that's why we are all in the better position. That is what we used to tell. So teachers deserve all the praise. And something else. So the teachers who have been coming here by up to 30 years, 20 years, I should appreciate them for the commitment they have. Definitely. Thank you very much, madam. And definitely, I wish the Lord should give Lord Balaji, give you all health and a long life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Moving ahead, it's my great honor to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. V. Shankar. Does someone have more than 24 hours in a day? We get this feeling when we look at the profile of Dr. V. Shankar. We are all aware of the phoenix mythology. It is said that the phoenix rose from the ashes of its predecessor. Why we are bringing this context while discussing the profile of Dr. V. Shankar? There is a correlation to phoenix in the context of Shanmukhananda Hall, Pride of Mumbai, which has the distinction of hosting several popular personalities like Pandit Nehru, Bharat Ratna, M.S. Subbalakshmi, and every artist belong to every sphere of art, music, and culture. The Shanmukhananda Hall was literally reduced into cinders in an accident in February 1990. The hall could rise again like a phoenix due to the untiring effort and leadership of Dr. V. Shankar. Dr. V. Shankar is a well-known personality to most Mumbaikars, a merit holder at almost all levels of education, that is, National Talent Scholar, second rank holder in University of Mumbai for LLB, 35th rank holder for CA examination, and a first class first in DFM, University of Mumbai. Dr. V. Shankar has impressive academic qualifications. Following is the list: BSc Honours, LLB, ACA, AICWA, iGrad CS, DFM Honours. He has served in various positions such as Chairman, Accounts Committee, Member of Investment Committee and a Senate member, all at the University of Mumbai. He has also served as a Special Executive Magistrate with the Government of Maharashtra. Professionally, Dr. Shankar was a full-time director of Ranbaxy Laboratories till 1998. He took a voluntary retirement to devote his time to public service. He also served as a director to Fortis Financial Services Limited. Dr. V. Shankar is greatly revered for his association with the South Indian Education Society, SIES Mumbai, one of the foremost educational institutions which caters to the students right from KG to PhD in SIES Sciences. Dr. V. Shankar, his areas of focus have been Vedic education, Indian cultural thought and tradition. He was also associated with the Deccan Chargers when they won the IPL in the year 2009. As a trustee of several organizations like Hindu Women's Welfare Association, Bharatiya Ekta Vikas Pratishthan, National Integration and Human Integration through Arts and Culture Heritage, Vikasit Bharat Foundation, Center for Social Initiative and Management. He has focused on women's welfare, Adivasi and tribal welfare, secular education and fine arts. He has also worked for the welfare of war widows and disabled soldiers' welfare. He is the chairman of Shri Kanchi Mahaswami Vidya Mandir and Veda Shastra Pandit Raksha Sabha. In recognition of Dr. Shankar's contribution to various causes, he has been honored with the following titles: Guru Kainagarya Chakravarti, the highest honor of Shri Kanchi Kamakoti Pritam Kanchipuram, and Guru Seva Ratnam of Srimad Andavan Peri Ashramam Sri Sangam. With over 4 decades of public work, Dr. V. Shankar has indeed proved to be a man with a sense of higher purpose in life. His work reflects his desire to revive and promote Indian culture and tradition. We are indeed proud to be associated with him and his institution. Legend himself, I request our President, Shri K.V. Ranganathan, to honor our today's chief guest, Dr. V. Shankar. Round of applause for Dr. V. Shankar. Now I hand over the formal proceedings to Mrs. Hema Iyengar. To one and all present here, institutions and not vice versa, while in guiding others to success. If one is performing at their best, to do and well. We honor all the people who are actively working in this field. Their presence in the school has made all the difference. We have guided the staff as the president of SIA in the past. I request Dr. V. Shankar to be for the next set of recipients. Individuals who had a long association with the SIA and helped the institution grow is R. Shankar. Mr. Shankar joined the institution towards the second half of 1950s. He had the honor of working with both the founding fathers and the next generation leaders of the institution. Mr. Shankar was a treasurer of the institution for a long time. It is Shankar, who steered ship to safety through troubled waters when the institution was taking shape and finance was a challenge. He succeeded Sri K.R. Venkatakrishnan as the third president after the latter was conferred the status of President Emeritus in December 1992. He demitted office as the president of the institution in the year 1996 after he had to relocate to Bangalore. He was associated with the SIA management for 4 decades. He could not be present with us today, but I believe he has sent us a message, and I would request the team to play that for us.
Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. B. Shankar, President, SAG's Group of Education Institutions. S Balasubramanian, ex-chairman, Citibank, my grandfather lives 60 years old. In class. Used to do because the something association normally is all the teaching sections degree college level struggled so much many years which is beyond very imagination. Finally achieved and entered the golden year institution have tried this highest position because of excellent coaching. Around 400 students. The credit goes to headmasters, teaching and non-teaching staff of our schools and colleges, and finally management of controls essential. Finally, credit goes to the founding fathers of the institution, Sri Kumar Srinivasan and Sri K.R. Venkatakrishnan.
Thank you, sir. We wish you good health and happiness. Next, we have S. Sharma, Association. Even before he was formally elected to the managing committee in the year 1988. He was in the managing committee till 2017, albeit a small bag. He held various positions as the secretary, vice president, and president of the managing committee across his tenure spanning 13 years. His mission was to hold the institution together and rebuild it when the whole wisdom of the association was lost due to and very little experience of how to run the institution. His tenure as president saw the college building come up. The college was set up in the year 2010. Even though the permission to start the college was received very late, he ensured that the college started as per the deadline set up by the university. It was during his tenure that the seeds of starting a physiotherapy college were sown. He also encouraged teachers to stage drama in aid of the school, and he himself acted in it. Let us have a huge round of applause for Mr. Harman Sharma.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have Mr. T.N. Muthukrishnan, who became the president of the institution in 2017 committee. Since enthusiast, you have taken the of using the word played here. One late 70s and 80s as a managing committee member, and his second innings started in the year 1998. He served as assistant secretary in the year 1999, secretary and vice president in the year 2014. During his tenure as secretary, the college was broken and he oversaw the development of college premises. He, along with the current president, also oversaw the construction of the third phase of the college during the pandemic. Having the in construction and repairs activities, he undertook responsibility whenever an opportunity presented itself in these areas. When the degree college came up and president of the association when the physiotherapy college took roots. A witty speaker at gatherings, people look forward to his speeches to hear his observations about events and participants. He was the president of the association when COVID hit us, and his leadership helped the institution to come out of this trying period. He also contributed immensely in setting up and running of the SIA Fine Arts Academy. Let us put our hands together for Mr. T.N. Muthukrishnan. Thank you. Well, the leaders has laid a strong foundation for the growth and development of the institution. The efforts taken in fearless heads of the institution has ensured that the institution prospers and flourishes. Let us follow the journey of these powerful women who are leading respective institutions. Today, the SIA College is standing on its four pillars, namely SIA KG and Primary School, SIA High School and Junior College, SIA Degree College, and SIA College of Health Sciences, Physiotherapy. Let's begin by felicitating the principal of the SIA Degree College, Dr. Padmaja Arvind. The college in the year 2013. Her tenure has seen the college go through 2 cycles of NAC accreditation, with the college going for the first cycle in just 6 years since inception. The college has grown from being an undergraduate college to offering postgraduate programs. The number of courses as well as student intake has increased tremendously over the past decade. Her next challenge is to prepare the institution towards adoption of New Education Policy 2020. Let us put our hands together for Dr. Padmaja Arvind. Next we have 2018, before the physiotherapy college started working. She quickly and silently slipped into the role of the dean of the college. Since she had domain expertise, she had to educate the management too, to a domain they were not exposed to. Her sincere commitment towards the institution has led to academics in the college being widely appreciated by all the dignitaries who have visited the college,
And the academic results of the exams conducted by NIHS also stands testimony to this. The biggest challenge she faced was during the pandemic, when the college was treated as a part of medical support system and had to be functional, but the academics had to go online. Thanks to her leadership, the physiotherapy college came out unscathed during these testing times. The outpatient department was out of the town due to her diligence. Her next challenge will be to get postgraduate course in the physiotherapy college. A round of applause for Dr. Asmita Karasli. Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Mrs. Sharma Deshpande as HM KG section in the year 2013. She quite quickly created the address of schooling in Delhi. She adopted new ideas and guided as well as trained the teachers to teaching. She adopted new books and new teaching to help the school stand up to the challenges of new non-state board schools mushrooming in the city. Under her leadership, annual day programs came out with different themes. Like the rest of the institution, she took active efforts to ensure that students did not lose out in quality schooling due to the pandemic. Let us give a big round of applause for Mrs. Sharwari Deshpande. Thank you, ma'am. Heading the institution, Mrs. Appan as the HR in October 2021. She is a very popular teacher of economics who has brought in a breath of fresh air in the classrooms by adopting technology even before digital learning became a norm during the pandemic. Her attention to detail, systematic approach to work, and soft-spoken nature will always be an asset for the institution as it marches its way towards the centenary celebration. Let us have an applause. Thank you, ma'am. I will now ask Shankar to address the gathering.
Before I start my address, I have a postulate for all of you. It's 9:45. In a situation like this in a classroom, several years before when an inspector came, the principal had been warned that this inspector, once you give the mic to him, he would not leave it so easily. And therefore the challenge was to put the inspector in place. So the principal had trained the students that this man will ask you questions and he will ask you, what do you like most? And so the chance came and he made the mistake of asking in the classroom, what do you like most? That came the reply from one of the students. Sir, an address where the beginning and the end are in the same sentence. So this is my predicament. I promise you I shall come later, some other time, and speak to you at length on the vast landscape of this mine called as education, and then unfold before you what's going to happen in the years ahead. Today, therefore, to cut it short, I will only go for benediction. Blessings for the institution on this milestone journey of its. Mala Sudam Kunda Vidoda Mudra Vidya Virajata Karavari Jatam Apara Karumya Sudam Durashim Sri Sharadamba Kanatosmi Nityam. Seeking the benediction of Jagannatha Sharada Parmeshwari, Vagdevi Saraswati, that repository of all that is culture, knowledge, tradition, wisdom, art, learning and fine art, I bow to her as I commence my address today. It gives me great pleasure to associate myself with this pleasant and solemn function organized this evening to commemorate a milestone that has been reached in the institutional journey of your institution, namely Amrita Mahotsav. 75 years in the history of an institution may not be a long period. Institutions are indeed structured for perpetuity. Like individuals too, 75 years with life expectancy having gone up substantially is just a chronicle of time. Mere exposure to age, however prolonged it be, does not lend to greatness. We live in deeds and not in years. A person may live 100 years, a listless century, without any ideals to follow, any lofty mission to take, and he too lived. They are decrepit life fossils which are tolerated only in the museums of the world. As the poet says, it's not like growing a tree in bulk that makes a man better be. We live in deeds and not in years. Raja Bhartahari in his Subhashita says, Parivatini samsare mrutako vana jayate sajatah yasi jatena yati vamsham samanitam. This transient world, who will escape the cycle of birth and death? But that life is worthwhile, which works for the upliftment of humanity as a whole. By any standards of evaluation, these 74 or coming for 25 years, are indeed golden years in the history of this institution, of having taken a mission to enlighten, enrich, and empower the small, tiny children which are brought to you, grow them as adults, include character into them, and leave them as great citizens that this country can ever be proud of. Any excuse for celebrations are fine. Celebrations are essentially of two types. One is thanksgiving to the divine, and the second is to keep the past behind and move forward in life, knowing full well that this life is eternal. Friends, this life is like a Christmas tree, evergreen, fresh. No amount of snow or storm can weather its petal. So too is the human spirit. Despite the cloud of uncertainty and adversity that human spirit passes through, ultimately it emerges triumphant. By its very nature, human spirit is celebration. Not all partying in life are celebration. But if there is a purpose which is attached to it, then that celebration becomes significant. It's only then that the body, mind and the soul are in unison and in sync. In a sense, I experience from whatever has transpired during the day and in the later part of this evening that these celebrations of 75 years is a mix of both. So Upanishad says, Isavasyam idam sarvam et kanchane jagatyam jagat. Whatever happens, wherever happens, is permeated by the same divine force. It is that blessed divine force, that invisible hand of grace and benediction that has given you all this wonderful day in the life history of this institution. And as I came into the institutions before I came over here, we were toward the drawing board for the future ahead, the 25 years ahead as you come to the centenary of bliss when several laboratories were being inaugurated. And therefore, you are also keeping the past behind and looking ahead to the future with renewed confidence and determination. Institutions are animate objects. They have no life. The life is imputed into them by the stakeholders. The energy that an institution exudes is the aggregate of the energy of the stakeholders of that institution, be it the teachers, be it the students, be it the parents, the management of the governing councils of this institution. On a joyous occasion like this, it is but natural, it is but conventional that we pray for the long life of the people who are associated with it, for the glory and the greatness of the institution to cherish and go on for years and years to come, and to reach greater heights of glory in the years ahead. And in the conventional Hindu wisdom, the pantheon, we say, Jivet Sharta Shatam. We will give 100 years is what we give for individuals and even for institutions. But with life expectancy having gone up substantially, and what is chronicle of time, as I told you at the beginning, that even 100 years as it is, makes no sense. This is the greatness of the culture of this land, that Bhagavan Vedavyasa, several millennia before, said even this 100 should be 100 of quality. And then he said in Atharva Veda, Pushyetu Shartashatam, Pashyetu Shartashatam, Rogetu Shartashatam, Jivetu Shartashatam, Oyetu Shartashatam, Bhayetu Shartashatam, Bhuyam Shartashatam. May you live 100 years. Free from diseases of good health, of clear vision, not only the eye but also of the mind, and freedom from fear, favor and want. This is Bhagavan Vedavyasa several millennia before. This is the greatness and the glory of the civilization. It's unfortunate that we are like donkeys which are carrying on them sandalwood at the back, but the donkey is a beast, a burden which feels it is carrying some weight. Institutions like this and several institutions in the country are custodians of the greatness of this land and its culture. I am sure on a joyous occasion like this, there can be no better benediction for this institution, that it continues this journey, albeit with renewed commitment. May Jaganmathu, Kamakoti Kamakshi, shed her grace on all the stakeholders. May they be enabled to achieve the purpose of their life. May the good goddess on the joyous occasion of Navaratri shed her grace on all of us too, so that we can draw a leaf from the life nobility of all those founders and the succeeding managements. Incorporate into our lives a little of the selflessness, sacrifice and seva in this life journey through passage of time in our eternal quest for the pilgrimage of perfection and make our life sublime. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. What an amazing evening it has been. Both on memory lane and 45 years. However, as they say, all good things must come to an end, but not so early. As we have told quotes, acknowledging that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Similarly, the celebration incomplete without acknowledging and expressing gratitude for the contribution of each and every person who has worked passionately in making this day memorable. I would like to call upon Joint Secretary Shri S. Karthik to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. The toughest part of any event is to deliver the work that I'm going to do now. That is to give a vote of thanks, especially after having such a wonderful program today, where we were taken, even for majority of us who were sitting over here, where we have taken them almost a few decades before they were born to what we have done today. My heartfelt thanks to the three Vidya Bhushanams, Dr. Shankar, Dr. Ramanna, Dr. Balasubramanian, the ex-presidents, all ex-HMs, ex-teachers and teachers who have attended this event today. Our thanks to Patigarall for providing the place at such a short notice. Also thanks to Mr. Revankar and his team for providing the sound system. Our caterers, SV Caterer, for providing a mouth-watering snacks. Last but not the least, the teaching and the non-teaching staff who have burnt the midnight oil to make this program a grand success. Special thanks to our IT team for providing a technological edge to this program. Heartfelt thanks to each and everyone who have helped us to build this event today, but we have missed them due to an oversight. Finally, thanks to the lovely audience for being patient despite the delay of starting the program. Thanks, everybody. We will now stand and have a national anthem. Mic
तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष भागे गाहे तव जय जन गण मन जन भाग्य विभाग जय हे जय हो जय हो जय 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 जय
Thank you, sir. 5 minutes wait.